Give me one sec. Hold on. Okay, there we go. You said you had some news? What's that?
ちょっと疲れたな。
Attack on Titan 3 looking dope with that free roam. Open
大
world.
丈夫かな。ちょっと疲れたな。ちょっと疲れたな。
Oh yeah, I heard about that news. I think it's honestly a dick move what they're doing.
ちょっと疲れたな。
I'm not gonna lie. I think they should have kept the graphics that they had for 1 and 2. 3 is fine and all, but like now they just made it look too realistic. Not bad or anything, but 1 and 2, I think the graphics did way better that way because that was more close to the anime style. But the game is good though. I'm pissed because I'm pissed about that because of the fact that that's literally the main reason why why Neptunia 8 isn't getting a physical release for the PS4, and I'm pissed because of that, and I wanted limited edition on that shit. I think it's a dick move on their part though, because it's a real dick move on their part. We gotta miss out on beautiful box art handheld and stuff, like all the beautifully designed disc and shit like that. But then again, I can understand them doing that because most of us players don't even take the time to hop over to GameStop and shit just to get you know, physical releases and shit. The last time I ever got a physical release, or at least ordered a physical release, was probably with a Neptunia Game Maker. That was the last time ever. I was hoping to do it for Neptunia 8, but What's up, AJ?
邪魔しないで。どうしよう。
And it's like, we gotta remember one thing. PlayStation, 80% of PlayStation games are bought digital, while the 20% are bought physical.
魔法を出すよ。負けない。
Yeah, man. Like, honestly, I thought GameStop, I honestly think GameStop should have packed it in years ago. Because people were still buying digital, like, you know, at least five years ago. So it's like,
力を貯めて。
the future of gaming seems very vague. I can definitely say that.
「大丈夫かな」
One sec. I have to delete the previous stream.
「ちょっと疲れたな」
Okay. All right, let's do this. It's like there's always some random ass news when it comes to gaming. It's one of the most annoyingest, surprising news.
始めよう。
Companies are making stupid decisions.
何をしようかな。
But I hope it's just not something that affects my gaming in general. Like, as long as it doesn't, honestly, as long as it doesn't affect my gaming in general, for the games I can play and stuff, let them do as they please.
よし、どんどん行こう。
What's going on, Justice?
魔法を出すよ。 頑張らないと。やっ、楽勝だったね。 それ、みんな気をつけて。頑張っていこう。へい。次はどうしよう。 どうしよう。ファームベア。よし、どんどん行こう。あっ。
That just might be true, bro.
どうしよう。
I haven't been on my Xbox and PlayStation these days, so I mean, PC is where I have majority of my games now. Thing is that part of me would be concerned even more. Would be concerned even more if I didn't have a PC, and I heard that news of PlayStation. But, you know, part of it doesn't really affect me much since I have been getting my games digital these days and only have like a few games physical. That and the fact that for most of my PS3 games, they are practically emulated, while I do own the same games on disc.
ライムたち負けない。頑張っていこう。
But I will say this though. Taking away physical releases, stopping physical releases is the most stupidest thing ever.
魔法を出すよ。
You miss out on the beautiful, you miss out on owning, like actually owning physical media. Literally owning physical media. With beautiful box art, with beautiful box cover art and back cover art, beautiful disc design. Like, even if you have it digital, it doesn't feel like you technically own it. That's the thing about owning a game digital. Even if you own it digitally,
力を。
you don't technically own it. Yes, you bought it, but you don't technically have it in your hand. You don't have it in your hand. You don't have the disc or anything like that. I mean, if the game was like, you know, originally digital and everything, and was never meant to have a physical release, that's understandable too. I think that was the same way with the Legend of Korra game. That game was like that game I think was digital and never had a box art cover, so I mean, so if it's games like those that were, you know, digital to begin with, that's understandable though. But if it's a game that's both physical and digital and stuff like that, that's a different matter. You literally want to hold that in your hands. You don't want to just like, you want it handheld. You don't want to just like see it from a digital point of view. Just with money bought, just with literal money that you just straight up spend for it, and then you just like, you don't own it. You just like,
戻り。落ち着
that's
け
what it feels like.
どうしよう。
That's true.
力をため
I'd be pissed if I lost my Utsuwaru no Monozan too. Well,
頑張らない。
I can always emulate that, but still. I'd be pissed if I lost all my digital games that I work hard to spend money for. Like,
力をためて。よし、どんどん行こう。
at that point, I'd probably just have to get a PC. Like, literally. At that point, if they had shut it down years ago, I would have definitely gotten a PC, more faster than before. Like literally, us losing all our digital games. Us losing all our digital games that we've had since probably childhood and certain games up until now would literally be like Sony just saying, yeah, we're going to take all of your money. We're basically going to take all our games back and all of your money along with it. So, you know, since we're bankrupt, we're going to be taking everything. That way we can start up something new and then we'll give your games back to you. That's how Sony sound. If they were to shut down and literally just like, they take all their games back. Well, technically, well, not, it's not really our games, but it'd be like, yeah, we're gonna take all our games back. We're gonna take all your games back, and we're taking our money. We're taking all your hard-earned money with us. Dense attack. Oh, yeah, I saw that. I actually saw that on my recommended for YouTube. I actually fuck with the gameplay too. But it's a shame because we won't have a physical release. No, wait. I think this is way before that, so no, it should have a physical release, right? Yeah.
地面から出てるのは何？簡単に勝てそうだね。頑張っていこう。魔法を出すよ。何をしようかな。
I wonder if they'll do the same thing with GTA. I wonder if they'll literally do the same thing with GTA, bro. I bet. They're gonna change their minds and just be like, fuck the physical release. Be like, due to unfortunate events, GTA 6 will not be releasing a physical release, will not be having a physical release, and we will just be going for a digital release. Imagine the amount of fans Rockstar will piss off. Well, technically Sony in general, but I think the ones I'm waiting for the most is because now we have the release date. Well, not release date, but you know, at least the season, the release season for AOT 3. So at least Attack on Titan is dropping somewhere around the winter, or unless it's probably new news around winter, but they said somewhere around the winter. And then there's Neptunia Unlimited, Neptunia 8, which drops in August, near the end of August. Yeah. So let's see. So those both games I'm waiting for. Maybe Marvel vs. Token. Marvel Token. That too, possibly. I'll think about that. So did anybody pre-order GTA 6, by the way?
はどうしよう。はっ。クマさん、どうする？痛いの？どうしよう。負けない。力をためて。
I've seen some reels, man, and this woman spoke the truth that I was looking at. She was saying all these motherfuckers out here pre-ordering GTA 6 when they don't even know what the gameplay is like fully.
力をためて。
That's what happened. That's the thing about trailers.
この調子で。
That's the thing about trailers. They lure you in. They lure you in, making you think that the gameplay is gonna be good and stuff just based off of the trailer alone when there's not much gameplay to show, which is literally misleading.
負けない。
And the fact is that there are people who fall for that shit.
負けない。
Only a little bit of trailers will do that. Depends on the developers that are, you know, popping out that trailer. And I'm saying like all those people out there that pre-order the game and shit, pre-ordering a game they don't know that's gonna either be good or not. Yeah, I don't know if that game's gonna be good or not. I get it, it's GTA. We all love GTA, bro. But I'm not speaking for all, but take the time to use your brains. I say this with any other game too. Don't pre-order unless don't even think about pre-ordering unless you've seen full gameplay. Full gameplay. Once you see full gameplay in a second or third trailer, then yes, pre-ordering is definitely possible. But if you want to pre-order around the first trailer that doesn't even show much gameplay, that's fine. You do what you want. But I'm just saying your money's being wasted, even though they don't take the money until at least close to the release date. But still.
こんなもんかな。
Yes, definitely Cyberpunk, bro. That was definitely one of the most craziest mistakes. Definitely one of those craziest mistakes.
これなら。
And the graphics on that shit, bro, were like
どうしよう。
so stale. The models and everything were just so stale upon that release, bro. It was not it, bro. It was not it on day one. Literally, that's why I keep saying trailers are very misleading sometimes. You need to at least wait for at least a second or third trailer. Like, don't just pre-order off the bat. I'm like, would gamers rather just pre-order a game that hasn't dropped a single sign of gameplay or anything at all? You'll just pre-order it if you see like one trailer and it doesn't even show gameplay? Yeah, you're definitely getting your ass tricked right there. You're definitely asking to have your money wasted. Imagine releasing a game. And there has been no trailer or anything for gameplay. Who the fuck is stupid enough to actually fall for that crap? I can definitely promise you one thing. People fell for that with One Piece Burning Blood.
何をしようかな。
One Piece Burning Blood dropped one trailer of gameplay and everything, and that game flopped.
攻撃開始。
I'm sorry, but in times like these, you gotta manage your money. You gotta manage your money and actually, I can't talk, but you know, one thing I can talk for as being a gamer is actually knowing when to spend my money wisely on the perfect game. Yeah, I'm not good at managing my money fully, but as a gamer, when it comes to managing my money, that's different. Because I know what's worth buying. Most of us know what's worth buying, and most of us don't know what's worth buying. Like, sorry, what I meant to say is, most of us know what's worth and what's not worth buying, and most of us just don't care. Now, Attack on Titan 3, I'm sold on that. Neptunia 8, I'm sold on that. The Avatar game, I'm sold on that. Okay, let's go. And that's why it's not too late. It's not too late to cancel that specific pre-order. It's never too late to cancel that pre-order before the game's released. But then again, no, actually it is possible to cancel. Yeah, you can cancel your pre-order and the money can get back to you in a certain amount of days, but still doesn't change the fact you got scammed. Or at least you got close to being scammed. Beautiful rain. All right, let's save those real quick. Yeah. What's up, stuff? growth point plus through achievements. No more nightmares. Schoolfield. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I think out of all of them, I'd love to see how Iroh and Ty Lee fight. For some reason, I can already see Ty Lee popping out some key block shit, popping out some Chun-Li type shit combos. I can already see that. That woman is athletic, flexible, and perfect. And Iroh, ooh, damn, bro. Iroh is a fucking goat. Something tells me Lin is literally just gonna be like another cloned version of Toph. I feel like her moveset is gonna be cloned, but you know, efficiently. I'm not gonna lie, they need to give us the Book 4 Air version of Zuko. I'm like, that's we need that version of Zuko. Fire Lord Zuko. I want that version of Zuko in the game. Like Book 4 version of practically everyone. I just hope the what's the win I'm looking for? I just hope the Korra X Asami lovers don't put their intrusive thoughts into this and end up going for Asami. Oops, did I say that out loud? Nothing wrong with Asami, but you already know how it is with the Korra X Asami lovers. That ship those two together. Not gonna lie, I think I'd want it's in between Boomy and Tenzin for me. I'm not gonna lie, I want Jet. I want Jet. I also want like other characters, like other old side characters. Like give us Jet and Longshot. I'm not gonna lie though, we need some of those side characters, bro. Jet and long shot, man. Especially long shot.
やっ警戒しないと。よしどんどん行こう。ストロベリーコメント。
I don't think people care about this specific character, but I was thinking Zhao, Admiral Zhao, but I don't think people care about him much since he was kind of a joke of the Fire Nation, in my opinion.
容赦しない。次はどうしよう。
Because if anything, Zhao is a complete disappointment to the Fire Nation. I mean, he literally lost to Zuko. Literally Zuko, who around the time was 16 years old when Zuko beat his ass.
一気に行くよ。
Huh? We already talked about Ty Lee. Ty Lee's gonna be one of the confirmed characters. I don't know about May though, but all I know is that I'm probably gonna stay away from the online.
頑張っていこう。
Are you? Yo, actually, that is true. That is true. Pirating ain't stealing, bro. That's so true.
何をしようかね。くらいなさい。
As long as the pirated sites aren't shut down, though.
次はどうしよう。
As long as those certain pirated sites aren't shut down, then technically we can just get whatever we want. If they aren't shut down, then that option is out of the bag.
決める。
I've seen a lot of certain sites that I've used for years get removed over the years because people kept exploiting them, at least around YouTube or so, but
くらいなさい。
probably support.
次に行こう。
No lie though, since switching to PC, I can't remember the last time I ever got a physical copy of any game on the PlayStation or even gotten anything digital on the PlayStation. Most of my games I've been buying off of PC, while the rest of them, I just honestly copped online. I mean, the whole, like, at least half of the Yakuza series, at least, I was playing through the Yakuza series by the time. Majority of the Yakuza games I played were a bit pirated. Specifically, 0 to, at least the first 0 to 6, yeah. Most games that I stream weren't even owned by me.
ライムたちは負けない。
I know that I remember purchasing Lost Judgment
次は
and Infinite Wealth and Gaiden? Empire Yakuza, yeah. Oh, and Kiwami 3. I have two specific sites where I get my free games from.
一気に行くよ。
And those sites have been helpful throughout the years and shit.
頑張っていこう。
And they're like, they don't have any viruses, they're virus free. Otherwise, y'all wouldn't see me streaming right now. I've been using those sites for years and they've never done any damage to my PC. They're so trustworthy and perfect. Otherwise, my antivirus would have blocked it right out the spot.
魔法の攻撃。
Even my cousin used it. Well, actually, 3 websites I use because the third website is for my The third website is for other shit too, but Invincible versus. I gotcha. I'll do it right now. Hold on. Let me see. Let's see.
ちょっと疲れたな。
Free, you say? Say less.
character. You told me a year ago, bro.
大丈夫かな。
Look at it, bro. You told me this look. He's still the unknown character. You told me that. No, he not supposed to. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, no. But my nigga.
Okay. ちょっと疲れたな。
Because Discord always loved being a bitch. Just like how their firewall is complete literal dog shit. And motherfuckers keep on getting hacked and popping out Mr. Beast links and shit. Screenshots, whichever those
大丈夫かな。
dumbasses pop out.
Oh! Just come on!
But
I'm sorry. That's all. I'm embarrassing myself right now. You back up. Very good.
ちょっと疲れたな。
Rain Frontier server, sweet. Shit, that's a lot of members and a lot of motherfuckers online. Do I recommend Hypervision games? Do not download Hypervision games. Oh, I've heard of Brave Frontier. At least most of my friends played it a while back. Do not download Hypervision games when you're looking for free games online. Do not do that. That is still untrusted. I did that when I played the legacy version of Yakuza Kiwami. Nothing happened, but just don't attempt to get any Hypervision games. Just if you're gonna pirate your certain games and stuff, don't use Hypervision. Just use the regular version of games. Oh yeah, I got the link right here. 2 of the links. All I'm gonna say is, when you attempt to download all of these sites, you make sure you have an ad blocker because multiple ads will pop up before they get you to the download. So make sure you have at least a Chrome extension or something. Otherwise you'll be taking minutes or even hours just to get to a certain downloaded part of the area. And most of all, storage. Because downloading these games, most games take 40, most games take 50, depends. That's one. That's DPL's games, and then Steam. And here's Steam Unlock. There you go. Those are my 2 trusted sites. There's also Vim's Lair, but I can send that later. So no, I do not recommend Hypervision games. Those are basically, Hypervision is basically it's a new method of, say there's certain games that can't be pirated or whatever. Say there's certain games that can't be pirated. That's why Hypervision exists. Some dumb fuck made it exist in order to pirate games that aren't able to be pirated. Because usually certain games, like for example, Yakuza Kiwami 3, when that game released, or when Sonic Shadow Generations released, or freaking Lost Judgment for that matter released, they had a third party feature. They had like a third party thing that basically blocks the game from being pirated and stuff. That's why Hypervision exists. Hypervision exists in order to bypass that shit, but it's not in a good way. Because for one, no one truly knows what Hypervision truly does. Some people say that stuff can take over your PC and stuff and blah blah blah. I've given it a try with Yakuza Kiwami 1 Legacy, and Nothing happened, but you know, you never know with any other game. So yeah. One sec, you guys. Let me sleep. Let me sleep it off. Hold up. Nope. What? Try what? It's on. How much is it? It's on sale, right? Like 14 bucks. I think I could probably get it tomorrow. Most likely. I was thinking of honestly ordering up something, so I most likely might get it tomorrow. Or either use that and order a PS4 controller for myself. Ooh, CD Romance. That's a site I've used before.
So I'm gonna show you guys how to play it. Let me know what you like. Oh, he's just spamming. He's fired.
Yeah, maybe I could stream it tomorrow. It's like 14 bucks off of Steam, so I might.
Ah, 何回か顧問に言ったけど、まだ全然実感が湧かない。けど、またバレエを踊るために絶対諦めたくない。フラグメントを集めて、原種を倒して元の生活を取り戻す。でも、まずは文化祭をどうにかしないと。はあ。二人はまだ来てないか。今朝は大したニュースもないな。またこのロック歌手全国ツアーするんだ。すごいな。もう結構な年のはずなのに。服装や髪型もド派手だし。二人が来たら聞いてみよう。ねえ。何？あなた魔法少女でしょ。え？それとも宇宙刑事？はたまた異世界から来たエージェントってやつ
I'll see.
何なの突然。っていうか、あなた一体誰？そういえばまだ話したことなかったっけ？私は一ノ瀬亜子、放送部なの。放送部？この学校に関する事件を調べて記事にしてるの。話が全然見えないんだけど、その放送部さんがなんで私に？
I guess I'll think about it when I get it.
謎めいた雰囲気に人間関係。私のジャーナリストとしての勘が告げてるの。これはどこかの国のエージェントか異星人、あるいは変身ヒーローだって。私、転校生じゃないよ。事情があって最近まで登校できてなかっただけで、最初からこの学校に入学してたよ。そんな、せっかくネタになると思ったのに。なんかごめん。でもどう どうしてそんな突拍子もないこと考えたの？私が魔法少女だなんて。それは白井ちゃんの隣にいる2人のせいだよ。ゆずとライムのこと？あの2人いつからいたのか全くわからないんだよね。最初からいたんじゃないの？少なくとも入学式の写真には写ってないんだよ。なのにいつの間にか当たり前のようにクラスにいて怪しいでしょ？そうだね。ねえ、一緒にあの2人のことを調べてみようよ。なんで私が？だって白井ちゃん放課後とか結構あの2人と一緒にいるし、クラスの隣人が素性不明とか気にならない？それはまあ。よし決まり。じゃあ一緒に探っていこう。おはよう。じゃあよろしくね。おはようひなちゃん。あっちゃんとお話なんて珍しいね。というか初めてじゃない？何かあったの？別に大したことじゃないよ。ふーん。ひなちゃん。どうしたの？さっきからこっちをチラチラ見て。なんでもないよ。あそこは確か演劇系の本棚だったはず。なんでそんなところ調べてるのかな。はっ、まさかどんな場所にでも自然に溶け込めるように。多分文化祭の出し物を調べてるんじゃない？そういえば2人とも実行委員だったね。はあ、昼休みも収穫なしか。別に何もなかったね。結局何もわからないままか。特に隠し事はないってことなんじゃ。いやいや、あの2人は絶対に何か隠してる。私は諦めないから。ひなちゃん、ひなちゃん。どうしたの？何かフラグメントの手がかりでも見つけた？実は今日ゆずたち用事があって帰らなきゃいけないの。だから一緒に活動できないの。ごめんね。そっか、わかった。じゃあまた明日ね。また明日。バイバーイ。今日は私も帰るか。白井ちゃん。何？チャンスだよ。2人の後をつけてみよう。また？今日散々調べたじゃん。もういいんじゃない？けどあの2人が放課後何をしてるか気にならない？それはまあこれで最後だからね。分かったよ。周りの目が。肛門を出た。ほら行くよ白井ちゃん。なんだろう、高そうな車。
どこに行く？うちは逆方向だろ。寄り道せず帰るよ。いつも注意しているだろ
う。ごめんなさい。あのおじさん、一ノ瀬さんの知り合いかな。ごめん白井ちゃん、私行かなきゃ。わかった。私から誘ったのにごめんね。それじゃあまた。また明日 した。何だったんだろう。あれは少しまずいかも。ちょっと良くないね。うわー、
Clean up.
びっくりした。驚かさないでよ。それはこっちのセリフだよ。っていうか、いつの間に。さあ、いつからでしょう。そういえば、あっちゃんとひなちゃん、今日ずっとゆずたちの後をつけてきてたよね。気づいてたんだ。丸分かりだったよ。まさか一ノ瀬さんの記憶をいじったりはしないよね。これ以上絡んでこないように。さあどうかな。横になろうかな。一ノ瀬さん、今日は結局学校に来なかったな。あれ、ゆずとライムは？ひなこ、サラサ、どうしたの？何って、今日は学園祭の打ち合わせをする日でしょ？え？聞いてないけど。ゆずとライムには伝えておいたんだけど。はあ、とりあえず了解。何か誘ってみる。前世と参加型イベントとかは？クイズとかマスゲームとか。
それはちょっと調整が大変じゃない？会場の確保も難しいし。
じゃあ喫茶店なんかどうかな。
飲食系は準備が大変だし、衛生面が不安かな。
そっか。
じゃあ今日は一旦ここまで。また後日話し合いましょう。解散。
ひなこ、どうかした？ひなこ？何？どうしたの？さっきからぽーっとして。ちょっと気になることがあって。ねえ、聞いた？一ノ瀬さんのこと。なんか行方がわからないらしいよ。先生が慌ててた。怖い。もしかしてひなこ？ごめんサラサ、ちょっと用事ができた。また明日。ちょっとひなこ、ひなこ。まさかゆずとライムが一ノ瀬さんに何かしたんじゃ。あれは一ノ瀬さん。何か様子が変だ。追いかけよう。着信ないかな。 おけない。ここは今度は恐怖の感情けどなんかいつもと違うような。あっちゃんの感情に引きずられて
There
ゾ
they
ー
are.
ンが混ざり合ってるみたいだね。ゆず、それにライムもいつの間に。
前に指輪同士で力がリンクしてるって話をしたでしょ。少し離れてても誰かが顧問に入れば他のみんなもリーブできるの。
そうだったんだ。このゾーンはそれぞれの感情の境目みたいなものなの。今回のあっちゃんみたいに複雑な感情を抱いてたり、自分のことがわからなくなったりしてると発生することがあるの。どういうこと？一ノ瀬さんの感情が顧問をおかしくしてるって、あなたたちが一ノ瀬さんを連れ込んだんじゃないの？違うよ。
ライムたちも彼女を探してて、ようやくたどり着いたの。
どういうこと？説明は後。今はあっちゃんのフラグメントを探そう。わかった。
ライムたちは負けない。
どうしよう。これならどうかな。何をしようか。連続パンチ。頑張らないと。はっ、楽勝だったね。
れかな。
いい子にしてなきゃ。お父さんに心配かけちゃダメ。いつまでも夢を追いかけてちゃダメ。ちゃんとお父さんの前ではいい子にしてないと。
これは昨日の。あ、ひょっとしてあの時の男の人って一ノ瀬さんのお父さん？ひなちゃん、まずは魔物を倒そう。わかった。スパッと倒しちゃおう。頑張っていこう。待ってて。どうしよう。容赦しないわ。頑張らないと。どうしよう。やったね。やったね。あっちゃんのフラグメントまだ暴走したままだね。どういうこと？魔物にやられたのが原因じゃないの？多分魔物から受けたダメージが大きすぎて自分で修復できないんだと思う。じゃあ急いで固定化しないと。ううん、今のまま固定化すると暴走した状態のままになっちゃう。そんな。じゃあどうすれば。ひなちゃんが直接あっちゃんを癒してあげて。私が？フラグメントは思いのかけら。暴走を止めるにはその感情を抑えてあげればいい。魔物も倒したからしばらくは時間を稼げるはず。ひなちゃん、急いであっちゃんを助けてあげて。でもどうやって。大丈夫、今までと変わらない。アコちゃんの気持ちになって話をしてあげればいい。今までだってちゃんとできてたし、ひなちゃんなら大丈夫だよ。ゆず、ライム。さあ戻りましょう。うん。
私には夢がある。でもお父さんの前ではちゃんとしなきゃ。けど諦めたくない。
そんなに辛いならきちんとお父さんに言えばいいじゃない。で
もそんなこと言ったらお父さんが。
ずっと一緒にいる家族なんだから本音で向き合わないと。ハコがどう思っているか、何を悩んでいるか、いい子のふりしたってどこかで行き詰まるだけだよ。それにまだお父さんと話もしてないんでしょ。話してみないと本当のところはわかんないよ。私だっていろいろと誤解してた部分はあったし。
そっか、そうだね。
フラグメント無事に回復したから出てきたみたい。ひなちゃん、急いで固定化して。うん。指輪だ。あっちゃんが がひなちゃんに心を開いてくれた証だね。
また一人仲間が増えたね。
あれ、私いつの間に学校に。白井ちゃん、それに四条さんたちも。その指輪は？
それはアコちゃんの指輪だよ。
いいからつけてみて。
ちょっとなんか記憶が流れ込んでくる。
言ったでしょ、指輪はリフレクターと力を共有するって。それはつまりフラグメントの記憶も統合されるってことだよ。
あくまでフラグメントの記憶だから一部分だけだけどね。共有されるってまさか。
白井ちゃん、やっぱり魔法少女だったんじゃん。
やっぱりこのままじゃ記事にされちゃう。アコ、そのことなんだけど。
大丈夫、記事にはしないよ。
本当？
だって白井ちゃんには助けてもらったし、友達だからね。秘密にしておくよ。
ありがとう。
けど魔法少女なんて本当にいるんだね。そんなファンタジーな存在がいるなら、私がジャーナリストになるくらい全然普通だし、お父さんも説得できそうだよね。
ジャーナリストになるのが夢だったんだ。別に反対されるような職業でもないと思うけど。
フリーの記者になって特ダネをバンバン取っていくの。紛争地帯とかにも飛び込んで社会の矛盾を暴いていくつもり。
それは普通に反対されるよ。そういえばアコのお父さんって厳しそうな人だったよね。結構固い仕事してるの？
別に仕事自体は固くないかな。いろいろ上下関係とか厳しいみたいだけど。この人だよ。
これって昨日ニュースになってた大物歌手のって
私のお父さん歌手なんだ。
Oh, we can go with okay anytime. All right.
何かするかな。
に任せて。どうかな。どうかした？
I'll go back to her in a sec.
スクープの匂い。
何かするかな。
All right, I'm gonna stop here for the night. Good night.